Hello students, today we are going to discuss about the different type of rules for the formation of image by the mirrors. Okay, so we are going to start with the rules. So actually the first rule is if any ray is parallel to the principal axis, then it will pass through the focus after reflection from the mirror. So just after the reflection, the ray will pass through the focus. Second one, in case of if the mirror is convex, this is concave. So in case of convex mirror, actually the ray appear to pass through the focus. Okay, because the ray cannot enter inside the mirror, it will get reflected and in such a way that behind towards the other side it is passing through the focus. Now the second rule is just opposite the first, that if any ray is coming through the focus, means it is coming towards the mirror by passing through focus, then after reflection from the mirror it become parallel to the principal axis. After reflection it will become parallel to the principal axis. And also in case of convex mirror, if any ray it is supposed to, means coming to the mirror in such a way that it is passing through the, means it is supposed to pass through the principal focus. Means ray is coming in such a way that when we extend the ray, means the ray, then it will appear to pass through the focus and after reflection it will move in a straight line. So these are the rules. Now the next rule is, if any ray it is passing through the center of curvature and reaching to the mirror, then after reflection from mirror it will retrace on the same path. Means light ray will move back on the same path after reflection from the mirror. Similarly, in case of convex mirror, if any light ray is supposed to, means strike on the mirror in such a way that if we increases the path of the incident ray, then it is supposed to pass through the focus, then it will retrace on the same path. Now the fourth rule is, if any light ray passes through the, means falls on the pole such that it is forming some angle of incidence with the principal axis, then it will reflect back at the same angle, that is angle of reflection, and here the angle of incidence is equal to the angle of reflection. Similarly, in case of convex mirror, if any ray is means falling on the pole, then it will reflect back in the reflected ray will also means move with the same angle, means this angle is equal to this angle. Both the angle of incidence and reflection are same over here. So these are the four rules by which we will be able to draw the ray diagram by the mirror. Now students, we will discuss about the formation of image by concave mirror. So there are certain cases in which we are placing the object at different places and then we will draw the image formation. So first of all is when the object is present at infinity. So whenever the object is present at infinity, means very far away, then in that case you have to remember one thing, that since this is object AB, so only the parallel rays will reach to the mirror from the object at infinity, because any ray which is moving, which are converging or diverging type of rays, they will move aside, okay, they will move aside, okay, and only the parallel rays are there that will reach to the mirror. So actually the parallel ray which are coming towards the mirror will pass through the focus after reflection from the mirror. This is according to our rule for the formation of mirror, for the formation of image by mirror. And one more ray we will take, and by this ray means when it strike with the reflecting surface, then it will pass through the focus. So both the reflected ray will pass through the focus, and that's why the image will be formed at focus. You have to see that where the images are, means the rays are going to meet. So the place where the reflected rays are meeting, at that place only the image formation take place. So we can say in this way there are certain points that we have to write, like the nature of image, the position of image, and the size of image. Okay, so where the image is formed, it is formed at focus. That's why the position of image will be at focus. Both the rays are meeting just like a point on the principal axis. So the size of image is said to be point sized, and also it is diminished. We can say it is highly diminished. Highly diminished. Highly diminished means it is very smaller. And the nature is real. Why it is real? Because it is formed on the screen towards the reflecting surface, and it is inverted. It is real and inverted. When this image is magnified many times, then it is observed that the image formed is inverted. Okay, so this is about the first type of formation of image. Okay, now second is when the object is placed. Second one, when object is placed beyond C. Beyond C. Okay, now we will draw the ray diagram for the second condition. So what is beta? So suppose this is the mirror. Okay, this is the pole, center of curvature and focus. So whenever the object is present beyond C means it is present, not present at infinity, but it is present at any place between infinity and center of curvature, but not at infinity. Okay, so suppose this is object AB. So we have to apply any two rules from the four rules that we have studied for the formation of image. So any ray which is parallel to the principal axis, it will pass through the focus. Okay, from where it will pass? It will pass through the focus after reflection from the mirror. You can consider one of the ray passing through center of curvature, or you can consider a ray that is passing through the focus. So any ray which is parallel to principal axis will pass through focus after reflection, and any ray which is passing through focus will become parallel to the principal axis after reflection from the mirror. In this diagram you can see that both the reflected rays are meeting at this point. That's why we will draw a straight line, a perpendicular from the principal axis, and we will mark an arrow like this. This is A, that's why at this one it will be the A dash part and B dash part. So this is the image which is formed like this. So image formation will take place like this, and in this way we can write about the nature of image. The nature of image is real because it is formed on the screen, and it is formed below the principal axis. That's why it is real and inverted. And what is the position of image? So what about the position of image? The image is formed between center of curvature and focus. Okay, so image will be formed between center of curvature and focus. Third one is about the size of image. So what is actually the size of image? It is comparative very smaller as compared to the size of object. So we can write it like this, that image will be small, or you can say it is diminished. Diminished means it is smaller, not clear. It is comparative very smaller as compared to the object. So this is about the second case. Means a ray diagram for the second case. Means parallel ray will pass through focus. Through focus, when any ray is passing, it become parallel after reflection, and wherever the reflected rays will meet, over that point image formation will take place. Now let's discuss about the third rule, that is means third step for the ray diagram. Third diagram is when object is placed at center of curvature. So what happened when object is placed at center of curvature? So now we will draw the ray diagram regarding when the object is placed at center of curvature. So this is the mirror, and suppose this is the line, this is pole, this is center of curvature, and this one is the focus. So if any object is placed at center of curvature, okay, if any of the object is placed at center of curvature, then we know that any parallel ray, it will pass through the focus. The parallel ray, it will pass through the focus. Okay, and suppose this is AB object. Okay, so the parallel ray, which is means the ray which is parallel to principal axis, will pass through the focus after reflection from the mirror. And second thing is that you can pass, means any of the means we can say that any means a ray is there which is coming or passing through the focus. So any ray that is passing through the focus will become parallel to the principal axis after reflection from the mirror. So in this way, both the reflected rays are meeting at this point. That means we can say this is center of curvature. That means when we draw a perpendicular, then we will see that image will be formed at the center of curvature itself. So students, you have to remember that the image, if object is at center of curvature, then image will also form at center of curvature, and it will be A dash, B dash. So in this way we can write the nature of image. Since the image is formed on the screen towards the reflecting surface, then it is real. It is formed below the principal axis, that's why we can say the image is inverted. And where the image is formed, the image is formed at center of curvature. Here in this diagram, new diagram, the image will be formed at center of curvature. And when we go for the size of image, then the size of image is equal to the size of object. So here the size of image is equal to size of object. Okay, so the image, the size of image is equal to the size of object. So this is the third image diagram, that is third ray formation diagram. Okay, ray diagram for image formation. Now we will go for the fourth diagram, that is when the object is placed between center of curvature and focus at any place. So when object is placed between center of curvature and focus, whenever any object is placed between center of curvature and focus, then how we are getting the image, we will see. So this is the mirror, okay, that is concave mirror. Now this is the straight line, this one is pole, this one is center of curvature, and this one is focus. So object is placed at any place, means object is there at any place between center of curvature and focus. Anywhere you can keep the object. So the parallel rays from the object, means the rays which are parallel to the principal axis, these rays will pass through the focus. Okay, these rays will pass through the focus, and any ray which is passing through the focus will become parallel to the principal axis. So here both the reflected rays are meeting. Okay, here both the reflected rays are meeting, and if you will see, this is center of curvature is here and the image is formed a little bit this side. Means whenever you will draw the diagram with the correct means measurements, then you will see that the image will be formed beyond center of curvature. So where will be the position of image? It will be beyond center of curvature. Okay, and also the size of image is comparatively larger as compared to the size of object. So we can say that the image is quite enlarged. Okay, if you will draw the ray diagram by using the appropriate measurements from scale and compass, then you will come to know that how you can get the image. The image will be formed beyond center of curvature. So this is the fourth ray diagram for the formation of image when object is placed between center of curvature and focus. Now the fifth ray diagram is when the object is placed at focus. Now we are placing the object at focus. So how can we draw the diagram? Let's see. So this is the mirror. Okay. Now we will draw. This one is the pole. This one is center of curvature, and this is focus. So if any object is placed at focus, whenever the object is placed at focus, like it is AB, then the parallel ray, the ray which is parallel to the principal axis, it will pass through the focus. Since the object is at focus, then we are not able to pass any of the ray through focus. Okay, that's why we are taking some other rule for the image formation. That is, if any ray is moving or striking the pole, then it will reflect back with the same angle of reflection. In this condition, we are getting two rays which are actually parallel to each other. Okay, that's why parallel rays, they move up to infinity. That's why the image formation will be supposed to at infinity. Means image is supposed to be formed at infinity. In this case, the nature of image will also be real and inverted, because the image will be formed towards a reflecting surface at infinity. Second one is inverted because it is formed below the principal axis. Third one is, what is the position of image? So the position of image, it will be at infinity, where image will be formed at infinite. And what is the size of image? It is very, very large as compared to the size of object. So it will be very large or very large sized. Okay, so this is the fifth case that we have drawn for the formation of image when object is placed at focus. Okay, now we are going with the sixth one, or the last ray diagram for the concave mirror. That is when object is placed between focus and pole. Students, you have to remember that this one is the most important ray diagram. Okay, among all the ray diagrams, it is very important. And now we are going to draw this. So let's start. So this is the mirror. And this one is the principal axis. This is pole, center of curvature, and focus. So any of the object A, B, if it is present between focus and pole, then the line incident ray which is parallel to the principal axis will pass through the focus after reflection from the mirror. So this is one of the reflected ray. Second, we can draw like this. If any ray is passing through the pole, then after reflection it will reflect back with the same angle. Means this angle and this angle are same. So in this case we will see that both the rays are diverging, means moving away from each other. Both are not going to converge. So that's why in this case we are just extending the path of these rays behind, okay, like this, and also this the path of this reflected ray. So wherever both the rays will meet, we will draw a perpendicular over the principal axis and put an arrow. This is A dash and B dash. In this way we are going to form the image when the object is placed between focus and pole. So this is the image. The image will be formed like this. The image will appear to be formed behind the mirror. So what will be the nature of image? The nature of image is virtual, because virtual image is that which appear to be formed, means behind the mirror, or by dotted lines we are representing it. It is virtual, and since it is formed above the principal axis, so we can say the nature of object is virtual and erect. Second one, position of image, where the image is formed. It is formed behind the mirror. And third one is, what is the size of image? The size of image is enlarged, means it is large sized as compared to the size of the object. Okay, so these are the 6 ray diagrams regarding the formation of image by concave mirror. Okay, now let's discuss about the image formation by convex mirror. So there are 2 cases we will discuss about it. Number 1 is when object is placed at infinity. So whenever the object is placed at infinity, in that case we know that only the parallel rays will move towards the mirror. So from the object, the parallel rays will move towards the mirror. This is incident ray, and the ray cannot enter inside the mirror. So the rule is the ray which are parallel to the principal axis will pass to the focus. Since the ray cannot enter inside the focus, so it will reflect in such a way that when its path is extended behind, then it will appear to pass through the focus. Okay, similarly when we are taking 2 rays, again one more ray which is parallel to the principal axis, it will also reflect in such a way that it is passing through the principal focus. Okay, so in this way we will see that the image will be formed at focus. So what will be the nature of image? The nature of image is virtual. Why virtual? Because it appear to form at focus. Reflected rays both are not meeting actually. It is appearing to meet because they are diverging. So we have extended the path of reflected rays to get the image. So image formation, it is virtual and erect. When the image is magnified, then it is observed that it is erect. It is formed above the principal axis. Second one is position of image. Image is formed at focus. Okay. And third one, size of image. The size of image here we see that it is point sized as well as it is highly diminished. Okay, so the image is point sized and it is also highly diminished. Okay, so this is the first case for the formation of image by convex mirror. Now let's go for the second case. Second case is when the object is placed at any place on the principal axis. Means we are going to place the object at any point on the principal axis. So we will start it. Okay. So object is placed anywhere. Object is placed anywhere on principal axis. This is the convex mirror. This is pole, center of curvature, and this one is focus, M dash. We are just putting the object over here. You can put it near the mirror or far away from the mirror. So it is the object AB. Rule number 1. The rays which are parallel to the principal axis. Okay, the rays which are parallel to the principal axis will appear to pass through the focus. Means it will pass through the focus. Suppose if we will increase the path, then it will supposed to be passed through the focus after reflection from the mirror. Second rule, you can means join the line, means one of the ray will pass through the focus, then it will become parallel. Okay, I am just considering the third rule, that is if any ray is passing or falling, if any ray is moving towards the mirror in such a way that when we extend its path, then it will pass through the center of curvature, then it will retrace on the same path. So both the reflected rays will meet at this point and image will be formed like this, A dash and B dash. I have just considered this rule because it is very clear and the means diagram is very clear. So that's why. Okay. So in this diagram, the nature of image will be again virtual and erect. Why it is virtual? Because it is formed behind the screen. Okay, as well as it is formed above the principal axis, so it is erect. Second one is the position of image. What will be the position of image? Between pole and focus. So you can keep the object anywhere on the principal axis and you will get the image between pole and focus. And what will be the size of image? The size of image will always be small, or you can say it will be diminished. Okay, so it will always be small and diminished. Okay, so these are also the only two ray diagrams for the formation of image by the convex mirror. Hope students you have understood these. Okay, you can pause the video in between and try to draw these ray diagrams, as these ray diagrams are very important on the from the point of view for your board examinations, and you can go through them again and again. Please draw these ray diagrams by using a compass as well as a scale and pencil. Okay, so these ray diagrams need a lot of practice by you.